There are people who step into the gym to train, and then there are forces of nature who walk in and rewrite the definition of what it means to be unstoppable. And Nick Walker stands like a storm that refuses to calm down. A living reminder that greatness isn't given. It's built rep by rep, set by set, day after day, through blood, sweat, and unshakable belief. When the world said no, he whispered, "Watch me." When pain tried to break him, he didn't just survive it. He transformed it into armor, into power, into a fire that burned away every excuse that dared to stand in his path. And this is not some fairy tale of luck. It's a battlefield where willpower becomes the sword, discipline becomes the shield, and destiny bows down to those who dare to fight for it. Because every drop of sweat he leaves on that gym floor is a silent message to the world that the throne doesn't belong to those who dream. It belongs to those who refuse to quit. And Nick is the kind of man who doesn't walk away from the grind. He marries it, bleeds for it, lives for it. Because behind every massive vein and every monstrous lift is a story of sacrifices no one saw. Nights where motivation wasn't loud, but discipline whispered, "Keep going." Mornings where the weight felt heavier than his own heartbeat, but the fire inside him roared louder. And that's where legends are made. Not on stage, but in the silent hours where nobody claps, nobody cheers, and yet he still chooses to rise. His journey isn't about trophies. It's about proving that limits are illusions, that strength isn't born, it's forged, that the human spirit, when pushed to its extreme, can become something terrifyingly beautiful, like a beast molded by purpose. And that's exactly what makes him different. He's not chasing validation, he's chasing evolution, pushing his body to a place where pain and power meet and create something unstoppable. Something that doesn't just lift iron but carries the weight of every doubter, every hater, every "you can't" ever thrown at him, and turns it into fuel that lights the entire world on fire. The thing about Nick is that when others rest, he reloads. When others say, "It's enough," he says, "I'm just getting started." When fear tries to creep in, he stands taller, veins exploding, heart pounding like war drums. A gladiator built not in comfort but in chaos, because greatness has no shortcuts, no easy roads, only brutal honesty with yourself. And Nick mastered that truth. He learned to fall in love with the struggle, to smile through pain, to stand alone when the world turned its back. Because deep inside he always knew legends are not born in applause but in silence, in those lonely moments where your only enemy is your own weakness. His growth isn't just physical, it's spiritual, mental, emotional. His mindset is carved from stone, unshakable, fearless. Because for him, the gym isn't just a place, it's a battlefield where he fights his own limits and comes out victorious every single time. And that's why when he walks on that stage, it's not just a man flexing muscles. It's a warrior declaring to the world, "I built this empire with my bare hands." Every vein a story, every pose a testament, every breath a war cry. Nick Walker stands as proof that when you give your everything, when you sacrifice comfort, when you stop chasing shortcuts and start embracing the grind, the world has no choice but to pay attention. Because true power isn't about being the biggest, it's about being the most unbreakable. And Nick is the living embodiment of that raw, dangerous, relentless energy that separates champions from the crowd. The kind of fire that doesn't flicker in the storm, it becomes the storm. And this is where it hits hardest. He's not just inspiring people to lift weights, he's inspiring them to lift themselves, to rise from whatever darkness holds them down, to fight like their dreams are oxygen, to push like their soul is on the line, to walk with purpose so loud that doubt runs away before it even speaks. Because every time Nick locks his eyes on that mirror, it's not vanity, it's war. It's a man staring at the reflection of who he was yesterday and making a silent promise to destroy that version, to build someone stronger, faster, more unstoppable. And that's why his story hits differently, because it's not sugar-coated, it's not wrapped in comfort, it's brutal, raw, real. A warrior's story where discipline devours doubt, where obsession becomes the bridge between dreams and reality, where impossible is just another word waiting to be crushed under the weight of iron and willpower. And if there's one thing this man teaches the world without saying a single word, it's this. Your mindset will either build you or break you. And if you dare to give everything, if you dare to be relentless, the world has no choice but to kneel before that kind of force. So to anyone watching, remember this moment. Legends like Nick Walker are not born. They're built. Built from pain, built from pressure, built from purpose. And if he can rise from nothing and turn into a storm, then so can you. Because inside every single one of us lies that same fire waiting to be awakened. And the only difference between ordinary and legendary is the decision to never give up, no matter how hard it gets. So stand up, tighten your grip, silence the noise, crush the doubt, walk into your own battlefield and build your own empire. Because the crown isn't handed to you. It's earned through blood, sweat, and an unbreakable will. And if this story lit even a spark inside you, then remember, greatness lives inside you too. Wait, now go chase it like your life depends on it. And oh, don't forget to subscribe to Muscle Craze, because this isn't just fitness. This is a movement, a revolution, a fire for those who refuse to live average.